There are patients in your system right now that said yes to treatment. They agreed. They wanted that crown. They agreed to the root canal. They were ready to move forward. But the irony is that nobody ever called them back to schedule. That treatment is just sitting in your system, aging, dying, and in most practices, we're talking 6 figures worth of diagnosed care that never converted to a single appointment. This is leak number 1, unscheduled treatment. If you watched last week's episode on 5 leaks, this is the deep dive that I promised you. If you didn't watch that, please go ahead and watch that after this video, but stick with me right now because this number is going to shock you. Let me be clear about what unscheduled treatment is because most people get this wrong. This is not treatment that patients said no to. It's not like they did not wanted this treatment. This is the treatment that patient wanted. They said yes to this treatment. The dentist presented, the patient agreed, and then somehow it never got on the schedule. Front desk was slammed at that time. Patient said, hey, I'll call you back. And somebody from the practice said that, yep, no problem, we'll reach you next week. Whatever happened, the plan went into the system and nobody touched it again. Not a no. This was not a no. This was an agreed treatment plan. A yes that nobody followed on. That's a complete different problem that we have here. Here's what I want you to do today, not Sunday. Today, go ahead, pull up your unscheduled treatment list. You know where that is. If you're using Dentrix, it's under your office manager, go to reports, list, and in that list, you will be able to see that. EagleSoft, Open Dental, all EMRs, they all have it. Pull the last 12 months report. Look at the dollar value at the bottom. I have seen this number hundreds of times. The reaction that I get from the owner is always the same. He's almost puzzled like, this can't be right. But it is right. Most mid-sized practices have somewhere between $200,000 and $500,000, and I have seen over $1 million, and this is not a hypothetical revenue. That's your unscheduled treatment. That's the treatment your providers diagnosed, your patients accepted, and your practice never scheduled. And it's just sitting there. So why does this happen? And there are 3 reasons for that, and I'll go one by one. Reason number 1 is that nobody owns this unscheduled treatment plan list. There's no specific person reviewing this unscheduled list on a weekly basis and calling those patients or taking an action on those patients. The front desk is on the phones usually. The treatment coordinator is busy with today's patients and nobody has time. So nobody does it. If you ask your team, whose job is this? And the answer that you get from your team is that, hey, we all do it. This is everybody's job. You know what that means? That means it's nobody's job. Nobody is doing it. And reason number 2, patients leaves without scheduling. The appointment ends. They walk up to the front desk. The front desk is busy. Someone says, hey, let's do this later on. We'll give you a call and we'll take care of that. That call happens 3 weeks later or probably never happens. After 60 days, you have lost most of the patients. And reason number 3 is that when somebody does follow up, it's just a single call. Usually your team is not marketing team. So they call once, they don't hear an answer, or they see the person is busy at that time. They're done, they move on. They go to the second one. They don't follow up with like a second text email. There's no structured sequence. It's just one attempt. Meanwhile, your practice is spending thousands of dollars in marketing to get strangers in the door. But there is no process for patients who already said yes. There's no system for patients who already said yes. Somebody makes a call, one call, and they give up. The math on this doesn't make any sense. Here's what most people miss. Unscheduled treatment doesn't just sit there, it compounds. And when I say compounds, you have to understand this. Patient needs a crown, They go unscheduled. 6 months later, they're due for a hygiene, but they got unfinished treatment hanging over them. They feel very awkward making a call and scheduling a hygiene when they know that there is an unfinished treatment, they have to get it done. So what do they do? They skip this recall. Now you have not only lost the crown and the hygiene, and then every future visit. And every case those exams would have caught. One unscheduled plan can cost you a patient for life. Now you can multiply that by 50 patients, 100 patients, 200 patients. That's not a list in your software. That's a pipeline of patients that are slowly disappearing, and nobody is watching it happen. The practices that fix the unscheduled treatment problem aren't doing anything complicated. They're just doing things consistently. And I'm going to go over 3 things that these practices do very, very consistently. Number 1, they have a person that owns the unscheduled treatment list. They review it on a weekly basis, not monthly basis, not when they have time or not when they get around to do it. They do it every week. Number 2, these practices are scheduling the patients before the patient leaves, even if it's 6 weeks out. A scheduled appointment is 10 times more likely to happen than, hey, we'll give you a call back later. And number 3 is this is real deal. They do this, and not every practice knows this. They have a real follow-up sequence. It could be something that they have outsourced or using a software, but they do this very consistently. They have a structured sequence follow-up for every unscheduled treatment. Day 1, a text about the specific treatment goes out. Day 3, an email with insurance coverage goes out. Day 7, another text with open times. Day 10, a phone call. Day 20, a final outreach tied to the benefit timing. They have one owner. They have 3 things that is going on really well. They have one single owner. They have scheduling in place for every patient before they leave, and they have structured follow-up. That's it. The practices doing this recover 15 to 25% of their unscheduled treatment in 90 days. The ones that don't have this plan, the list just keeps growing. So let me do the math for you here. $200,000 on your unscheduled list, pretty average. Many practices have it, but they recover 20% in 90 days. That's $40,000 in production. You didn't see new patients. There was no new marketing spend. There was no new team members added to your practice. Just following up with patients who already said yes, they wanted this treatment. $40,000 from people who already in your system, already diagnosed, already accepted your treatment. It's just waiting for someone to call them back. That is the money hiding in your practice. This is what I call leak number 1, unscheduled treatment. The 6-figure problem hiding in every dental practice. If you haven't pulled up your list yet, do it today. Look at the total. I guarantee you, once you see this number, you cannot unsee it. If you want to know how much you're losing across all 5 leaks, we built a free assessment tool on our website. I'll also put the link in the description here. Next week, we're going to cover leak number 2, broken appointments. And this one is going to change how you think about your schedule, because every empty chair isn't just a missed appointment. It's a cascade of downstream revenue most owners never count. I'll show you the real math on what an empty chair actually costs, way more than the appointment value. Take care. See you.